The next time you need a haircut, think of the barbershop with a grand tradition. Williams Barbershop. Williams Barbershop, proud to serve the entire community of Eufaula. Come by to our new location, new facilities, and see what it's like to be treated in style at Williams Barbershop in the old J.C. catalog store. There is another choice for making funeral arrangements. Central Funeral Services, located in Eufaula and Louisville, Alabama. With one-of-a-kind staff, thrives on professionalism and meeting the unique needs of families with a wide variety of services. Owned and operated by the Mixon family. Call 687-1060 or 266-5261. Melissa Mixon Smith, licensed funeral director.
Green, Gumbo Live. I'm standing here on 431 North, the new 4-lane with downtown historical Eufaula, where it wasn't but a few months ago there was a lot of controversy about the 4 lanes. I've been out here all morning. I've been looking at the traffic. I've been talking to people, and I had a chance this morning to talk to people from the city, and their job is to take care of the medium, take care of the flowers, take care of the trees and everything. And one of the questions I asked them was, do they see a difference since the 4-lane? The 4-lane is here. The 4-lane was open yesterday on both sides, north and south. And I asked them if they seen any difference in the trees or in the medium or anything since the 4-lane was put in. And they said no, that there's no harm to anything that can be seen at this moment. And while we was out here this morning, the chief of police came to me and was explaining to me the traffic flow and everything. And several people stopped and talked to us. And they're the residents of this of Eufaula, and they were saying how pleased they were with the way the traffic was flowing, the way the traffic was moving so easily, and how beautiful it looked. Now it does look beautiful down here. If you have never been down this area on 431 in the historical district, please come and see how beautiful it looks. It really looks good, and the traffic is flowing easy. Now, the thing that caught my attention at first was I'm standing between 2 speed limit signs. Where I'm standing now, northbound, is 30 miles an hour. As we look at the work that has been done, if you did not live here, or if you did not see it on YouTube or read about it in the paper, you would have not known that anything has been done. It looked like the 4-lane has always been here. The trees are looking beautiful. It's a beautiful sunny day. Everything is blossoming that's supposed to be blossoming, and everything that's supposed to bloom is blooming. And if you listen, if you got caught up in the controversy, you would think that right about now limbs would be falling and everything would be dead. But everything is looking so beautiful. And the main thing right now is that how the traffic is moving. The traffic is just moving on north and south. It's moving very, very smooth, very smooth, very smooth. You know, sometimes you wonder if people know what they are doing, but when you look at how they got this thing set up, then you really realize that yes, they do know what they are doing. And we're going to travel, Mark and I. I'm glad to have Mark back on the camera with me. Been a while. But what we're going to do, we're going to travel north and then come back south, just to give you an idea of how beautiful it is. And there's a couple of minor things that I seen when I traveled this morning that I'm really concerned about. The change of the speed all at once bothers me, but I had a chance to talk to the chief of police this morning, and he explained to me the necessity of the change of the speeds. But what I'm amazed about, I'm standing between two speed limit signs, and if I was going to enforce the speed limit going north is 30 miles an hour, right next to a sign that says 25 miles an hour. But the 25 miles an hour is for people going south. And so anyway, he explained how that keeps the traffic, moving, and how that really don't create a problem. And so but I'm out here, most of all, I'm out here to show all my viewers the beauty of what has been done downtown. And again, I want to re-emphasize to you that I've talked to the people who work for the city, who are responsible for keeping this like it is. They are responsible for the sprinkling system. They're responsible for all of the shrubbery you see, all of the beautiful flowers, and the trees. And they assured me this morning that there is no damage that can be seen at this moment. Now, years from now, we don't know. But right now, it's not the doom that everybody say it is. I've had several people, I tell you, I've been out since this morning, and while I was talking to the chief of police, you know, the police draw attention. So I've had several folks come talk to us and saying how beautiful it is, number one, and how much they appreciated the flow of the traffic. And so I haven't heard any complaints yet this morning. And I was talking to my friend Mark, asking him, did anybody call his radio show? A lot of times people call the radio show, but he didn't have no complaints this morning. Everything he heard was good compliments about what's going on and people being happy. Now this was finished. This was finished Sunday. And you hear folks passing by us. We are outside. I wanted to bring Gumbo Live outside because I always told you that Gumbo Live would be informative and it would be fun. And it's a beautiful day. If you walk outside your house, it make you want to have a picnic on the outside. That's just how beautiful it is. And I hope that Mark can capture what I'm talking about with the camera. Especially when in a few minutes when we're going to drive north and south to give you an idea of what it looked like. Now, this is one thing that I want you to really pay attention to. Please pay attention to the speed signs. Please pay attention to the speed signs. Please. You're in a 30-mile zone, and then all at once it dropped to a 25-mile-an-hour zone. So please pay attention to the speed limit signs, because all at once it drops. And some of the places it got a sign says that speed limit ahead or something like that to give you a warning that the speed is going to change. But some places it don't. Don't think that the speed limit on the north side is the same as the speed limit on the south side. That's another thing I want to bring to the attention of the viewers. So what we're going to do now, we're going to travel. We're going to travel. You're watching Gumbo Live, and again, I always tell you, if you got any kind of comments or you got any questions or anything for Gumbo Live, please drop it off at the bread basket, and we'll deal with it. And I want to get your feedback from this program, especially because when there's a controversy, and then when it's all over and you can see that it's not as bad as everybody said it was going to be. That's why I'm out here, because as I can see right now, standing right here on 431 North, it's not as, I can't see anything. But I thought from when it first started that it would be a disaster area, but it's very beautiful. So we're going to Mark, you ready to ride now? So we're going to go now. You're watching Gumbo Live with LC Green.
You can start whenever you get ready.
Okay, we're driving north down 431 on this new 4-lane. And let me say this, that they are through. Everything that needs to be done for the 4-lane is done. They are through. They're not coming back later and cutting no trees down. They're not coming back later and cutting no limbs down. Everything that the Department of Transportation supposed to do, they have done. The lanes are it's 4 lane. We got it striped and everything, and we're driving down it, and my brothers and sisters, it looked beautiful. And somebody called this morning and talked about, well, when they're going to come back and cut the trees. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no trees that's going to be cut. With everything that had to be done is done. Now, I understand they took some part of the medium, but you can't tell. It looked like that this has always been this way. It looked like it has always been this way. And I remember when they first started, they said that they would be through by the pilgrimage. And I tell you what, they're finished. They are absolutely finished. I see somebody working now. I think they're working on the turn lane. Department of Transportation. Yes, they're working on the turn lane, southbound turn lane. But so far as trees and all that stuff, they through with that. Now we're gonna ride down and we're gonna turn around and come back north. This is where the 4 lane started. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna turn around. And this is a 30-mile-an-hour zone. And right before you get to the bridge, northbound, it's 40 miles an hour. But right now it's 30 miles an hour. And if you're going to the bridge, it would be 40 miles an hour. So now we're going south. And I got my seatbelt on. Mark is doing the camera, and all I'm doing is talking and driving. I'm not trying to film and drive at the same time. I want my friend the chief to know that. So here we go. Now this is where we start, right here. This is where it would normally be a congestion. It won't be a congestion. Mark, see, can you get these gentlemen working on the turn lane here? And all they're doing is striping the turn lane. That's all they're doing. They're just striping the turn lane. Can you get them? All we doing here is just striping the turn lane. That's all they're doing. They're putting stripes down. That's all they're doing. There's no more trees to be bothered with, and that was all of our concern. And but now and it looks good. Now we're going now where would be a congestion. Boom, here we go. 4 lane traffic moving beautifully. You're watching Gumbo Live, and I wanted just to bring this to you. Anytime there's some controversy, we try to get you an answer. They say that the house has lost their value. I don't know. I can't answer that. I live a couple of streets over. I don't live on this street. But it's beautiful. If somebody just looking for a beautiful place to live, then this is a beautiful place to live. So I don't know. I can't talk about the value of homes being dropped. But I have a friend of mine who's in real estate here in Eufaula. And I happened to talk to him about that last week. And he said, from the real estate perspective, that the houses have not lost any value. And most of the houses that's up for sale are owned by the same family. And so we've had a smooth ride through the 4 lane. I'm going to turn around and go back. I enjoyed that so much, we're going to turn around and go back. You got any questions, Mark? Anything you think of?
No, I just want to let everybody know that if you pay attention while we're riding, that the canopy is still there too. They have not destroyed the canopy like was said was going to happen.
Yeah, and I want to show them something too, Mark. Catch this curve right here, Mark. Catch this curve.
All right.
See how that curve comes out?
Uh-huh.
See how it comes out? On the other side, it's even worse. You can see it even better when we come back. Remind me that when we come back.
Okay.
You got to be very careful if you're driving. They need to put some kind of reflectors or something there. You see how all the curves down here is even? All the curves are even. And then all at once that jumps out. I'm not sure what they had to do to get it like that, but all of them are even, and then all at once one jumps out. And it's a good room in each lane. Even if a big truck was on our right hand side, we still got plenty of room, just like any other 4 lane. And a truck passed us a minute ago when it was coming down the first time. So we got plenty of room on both sides of the lane. It's not narrow lanes. To me, it seemed like just normal 4 lane highway. It's just going through a beautiful. Get that tree there. I don't know what kind of tree. We'll get it on the way back.
Dogwood tree.
The dogwood
Mm-hmm.
is in bloom. It looks beautiful. That's one ahead of us too. You see the one on the right hand side? And it's just a beautiful day. And I take my hat off to the Department of Transportation, for I think they did a beautiful job, and they did a quick job. I always thought that it would take longer than what it did, even though they told us it wouldn't take no longer than what it took. But I think that if any of you would like to comment on this one way or the other, please feel free. I'll let you come on Gumbo Live and talk about it. If you don't like it, for whatever reason you don't like it, I'm just waiting for the people to start going to the beaches and really see just how effective it really is going to be. So far as the traffic back up. I pastor in Seal, and many Sundays I be trying to come home because I live here in New Fall. I live a couple of streets over. And sometimes I can't get home because of the traffic. And now this is normally my turn right here, and I'm having an easier time getting to my turn than ever before. So I want you to comment on it. Just take your comments to the bread basket, and if you really want to come on my program, just tell Tony you want to come on, and just give him the information how I can get in touch with you, and I will get in touch with you, and we will put you on Gumbo Live, that you can talk about the 4 lane if you so desire. I personally don't see nothing wrong with it. Again, I personally don't see nothing wrong with it, but like I told you before, I cannot comment on how the homes have lost their value. I can't comment on that because I don't know that, but I know people who are in real estate. And people who are in real estate has told me that the homes have not devalued. So I don't really know. I don't really know. So I've given you. You see how it's coming out there, Mark? Look at that. If I stay right here, I'd run over that curve. You see it?
I see it.
See how it comes out like that? I don't know why it does that. But if somebody's not really paying attention, that could cause them a little problem. Well, my brothers and sisters, you have been watching Gumbo Live. I have given you the tour of the new 4 lane that's going through the historical district of downtown Eufaula, beautiful Eufaula, I must say. And everything is still intact. Everything is still looking good. Mark has brought to our attention that the canopy is still there. Everything is still like it is. Like I said earlier, if you did not live here, and you just coming through here for the first time, you would think it's always been like this. I cannot tell the difference from what it was before. I cannot tell the difference from what it was before. It seemed like to me the traffic just moving faster than it did before, but that's the only difference I see. Only difference, and it's such a beautiful view. Now I can understand that it can be. I can understand why the folks didn't want to lose this, and they didn't lose it. It would be here for generations to come. Generations to come. Jesus might come back before they're seeing the effect on this. So anyway, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I'm getting ready now. I want to thank Mark so very much, and he got a lot of work to do on editing this program, and I want to thank him for that. But I want to thank him most of all for coming and operating this camera. I come up with some ideas sometime, and sometimes it's more than I can handle by myself. And he agreed to come with me. And I'm just the only thing else I want to say is, see, they got a sign up here that says trucks use right lane. Now I was told by the Department of Transportation that's the city's responsibility, that the city council are the ones who have to put up these signs telling the trucks to use the right lane. They said that's not theirs, and me and Mark was discussing how a few months ago the big argument was who the highway belonged to. State said it belonged to them, and city said it belonged to them. When it comes to sign, the state said it belongs to the city, you know. So, but anyway, either way it go, my brothers and sisters, it's done now. And I hope that we can heal. I hope that we can heal, because this city was mighty divided over the widening of Eufaula Avenue. And I hope now that we could heal. The conversation around it really was embarrassing. It really got to the point where the citizens of the city was embarrassed by our leadership, simply the way they conducted themselves over the 4-laning of Eufaula Avenue. Eufaula Avenue is done now, and it's beautiful. And when you look at it now, you realize it wasn't worth all of the arguing and fighting that took place. All right, you're watching Gumbo Live with LC Green, and I got my friend Mark with me. I thank those of you who watch. We're going to be on every Tuesday night at 6:45 and on YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube, and you can watch us on local TV every Tuesday night at 6:45, there or about. So thank you again. You're watching Gumbo Live with LC Green.
The next time you need a haircut, think of the barber shop with a grand tradition. Williams Barbershop. Williams Barbershop, proud to serve the entire community of Eufaula. Come by to our new location, new facilities, and see what it's like to be treated in style at Williams Barbershop in the old JCPenney catalog store. There is another choice for making funeral arrangements. Central Funeral Services, located in Eufaula and Louisville, Alabama. With one-of-a-kind staff, thrives on professionalism and meeting the unique needs of families with a wide variety of services. Owned and operated by the Mixon family. Call 687-1060 or 266-5261. Melissa Mixon Smith, licensed funeral director.